Hello again, guys. Montgomery Collections here today with a Japanese Type 30 bayonet. These bayonets were fairly common. There were just over 8 million of them produced. They would be produced starting in the year 1897. It's kind of worth noting that the Japanese calendar ran on the years that the current emperor was reigning. So when the Type 30 rifle and bayonet were produced, it was to honor the 30th year of the reign of Emperor Meiji. So that's why it's called Type 30. It wasn't made in 1930 or anything like that. 1897. These bayonets would be used the Russo-Japanese War, the Second Sino-Japanese War, World War I, and definitely World War II. They do have kind of a sad story to it, but we'll get to that later. Let's take a look at this. This bayonet was produced by National Denki under Kokura. The circles on the left are the symbols of the Kokura arsenal, and the M with the arrow through it is National Denki, or National Electric, which would later be Panasonic. I don't think I can get the markings on the back here, so I won't worry about it. But the markings are 66808 with some kind of figures in front of it, I believe. Now, the sad history behind this bayonet is that they were once pretty well made bayonets. As you can see, this one is fairly well made. It has the swept forward quillon. It has these very nice contoured wood grips, which, see they run all the way around. It's got a nice little bird's head pommel and a nice working press catch. Everything's there. But eventually Japan would start running out of those materials they needed to make these bayonets in World War II. They would get shortages, so they would start taking certain things off of it. First, they would take the quillon off of it, so you'll get models that have a completely straight crossguard. Then they'd change the, I think they were screws, and then they became rivets, kind of like this. Then they stopped making the nice contour grips, stopped making these, this nice bird's head pommel. Then they would take the fuller, and they would just not put a fuller on it at all. And then I think they would change the catch there. And at the end, they would just cut the muzzle ring off and stick it at the end of a pole. And that was that. So, kind of a sad degradation of what was once a beautiful weapon. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do in war. Also, near the end there, you would find that they would start making their scabbards out of wood. This one is a later model scabbard. It's metal, it's pretty rusty. Not in great condition, but it's alright. And it does not have a ball finial at the end. The ball finial is the earlier patterns, I think. And then you got your leather frog here. Now, it does appear to be leather. When you go on worldbayonets.com, which is one of my many references here, you'll see an example just like this. And it is a composite frog, which the Japanese started taking cloth or some kind of fiber and injecting it with glue to simulate the leather. And like I said, this appears to be made of leather. The example on World Bayonets, when it's zoomed up here, you can absolutely tell that it's some kind of like a fabric or fiber woven. But this does appear to be leather. If I'm wrong, please let me know. Other than that, I think that's about it. So that's some of the variations that you'll find, and that's the sad degradation of this weapon. This is the Japanese Type 30 bayonet. Thanks for watching, guys.